Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. On play action, now Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Cooks motions to the left. Here's Darnold. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Rodgers now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the...
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. And
he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Rodgers. That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident, things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. This 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And
now it's blocked. And the Cowboys pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Hunter Henry brings it in, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's Darnold. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, nice move. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Kalijah Kancey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Etienne bringing in another one. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That one deep for London. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Darnold to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hubbard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
Powers through. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
67 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Rodgers.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Darnold now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now it's Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
And my goodness, another interception. 20, down to the 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick-six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Drake London with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Here's Rodgers to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Second and 11 now.
To throw is Darnold. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now Rodgers. Pass complete once again. It's Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.